The world of dogs is filled with amazing breeds. Each one has a special purpose, a unique energy. But some dogs really stand apart. They carry an ancient history in their very being. The Kangal dog is one of these special animals. It comes from the high plains and harsh weather of Sivas province, Turkey. This is not a dog created for show, nor a simple pet in a small apartment. The Kangal was born from a need for a powerful, intelligent, and incredibly brave guardian. In Turkey, it is more than a dog, a national treasure, a living symbol of strength and of loyalty. Its story is survival, purpose, and a deep connection to the land and the people it protects. When we look at a Kangal, we see centuries of careful natural development. Not a breed designed in a few years. It was shaped by the very environment it had to master. For generations, shepherds in Anatolia needed a dog that could face the most dangerous predators. They needed a partner that could think for itself, make life or death decisions, and never back down from a threat. The story of the Kangal is as old as the hills it roams. To understand this dog, we must travel back in time, to ancient Anatolia, now modern-day Turkey. This region has always been a crossroads of civilizations, but it is also a land of harsh extremes. The summers are hot and dry, and the winters are brutally cold with heavy snow. Shepherds have raised livestock here for thousands of years. With the livestock came predators: wolves, bears, jackals. The shepherds needed more than just a herding dog, they needed a formidable guardian. It was developed by working people, shepherds who relied on their dogs for their very livelihood. The selection process was simple and ruthless. Only the strongest, smartest, and bravest dogs survived and were allowed to breed. Strongest, smartest, bravest. A dog that was fearful would run from a wolf, costing the shepherd his flock. A dog that was overly aggressive might harm the sheep it was meant to protect. The Kangal became a master of its environment, a dog perfectly suited to the demands of a difficult land and a dangerous job. This long history of function over form is crucial. The Kangal's development was not guided by changing fashions or the desire for a particular look, a living legacy of the Anatolian spirit. When you see a Kangal for the first time, you cannot help but be impressed by its powerful presence. This is a large, strong-boned, muscular dog, built for endurance and built for explosive power. But perhaps its most impressive feature is its bite force. The Kangal dog has one of the strongest bites in the canine world, measured at over 700 pounds per square inch, enough to deter even the fiercest predators. Males can stand over 30 inches tall at the shoulder and weigh up to 150 pounds or more. The most recognizable feature of a Kangal is its head with a distinctive black mask that covers the muzzle along with the black ears. It gives the dog a serious and imposing expression. Its coat is also perfectly suited for its environment. It has a short, dense double coat that provides insulation from both extreme heat and bitter cold. Typically a light tan. This coloration helps the dog blend in with the livestock and the dry landscape, making it less visible to predators until it is too late. The true power of the Kangal is not just in its body, but in its mind. Its temperament is a beautiful study in contrasts. Around its family and the flock, it protects calm, gentle, remarkably patient, treating lambs and kids like its own puppies. This gentleness is not a sign of weakness, it is a sign of confidence. A truly powerful animal does not need constant aggression. The Kangal understands this. It saves its energy and intensity for when it is truly needed, creating a calm, balanced energy in its territory. This calm demeanor changes instantly when a threat is perceived. Incredibly observant, keen senses, constantly assessing its environment. Its posture changes, emits a low, rumbling growl, a clear warning. This is the first line of defense. The Kangal is a master of intimidation. To truly appreciate the Kangal, we must imagine a day in its life on the Anatolian plains. The dog is already awake, its senses alert to the sounds and smells of the morning. As the shepherd gathers the flock of sheep, the Kangal takes its position, often on a high point of land that gives it a clear view of the surrounding area. It does not herd the sheep by nipping at their heels. That is the job of other breeds. The Kangal is a livestock guardian. Its job is to travel with the flock, acting as a perimeter defense, a living fence that keeps predators out and the sheep safe. It moves with a quiet confidence, always scanning the horizon. Throughout the day, as the sheep graze, the Kangal patrols. It may walk for miles, circling the flock, or moving from one vantage point to another. The most dangerous time for the flock is at dusk and during the night. This is when predators like wolves are most active. As darkness falls, the Kangal's senses become even more heightened. Its work is not done when the sun goes down, it is just beginning. If a wolf pack approaches, the Kangal will not hesitate. A successful night is one where the flock remains untouched and the predators have been chased away. Training a Kangal is different from training many other dog breeds. You are not teaching a dog to fetch a ball. You are building a relationship based on mutual respect with a highly intelligent and independent partner. The most important thing for a Kangal owner to understand is the concept of calm, assertive energy. This dog needs a leader, not a dictator. It will not respond well to harsh physical corrections or angry commands. This will only break its trust and can lead to resistance. Instead, a pack leader provides clear rules. Socialization is absolutely critical from a very young age. A Kangal puppy needs to be exposed to many different sights and other animals in a controlled and positive way. However, their primary need is for space and exercise. A Kangal cannot be happy cooped up in a small home or left alone in a backyard all day. It needs a large, securely fenced area to patrol. Daily walks are important for its mental and physical health. A tired Kangal is a happy and balanced Kangal. The Kangal dog holds a special place in the heart of Turkish culture. It is more than just an animal. It is a living symbol of the nation's history, strength, and rural heritage. In its homeland, the breed is protected by the government and its export is strictly regulated. This preserves genetic purity and the breed's working characteristics. The Turkish people view the Kangal with immense pride. As the world learns about the Kangal, its popularity grows abroad. That brings opportunities and challenges. Responsible breeders outside Turkey are establishing the breed internationally. They educate owners about the Kangal's needs and temperament. These dogs now work in other regions, Africa. But popularity brings risks. The biggest danger is the Kangal falling into the wrong hands. Irresponsible breeding and ownership can follow. People may be drawn to size and reputation. The key is education. Share the Kangal's story, its history, but for intelligence, loyalty, and this national treasure from Turkey will thrive for generations, at home and around the world, as a symbol of unwavering courage.